Hello everyone, and welcome back to our English class. This is our second video of Unit 1, and today's grammar topic is word order and simple sentences. This lesson is one of the most important because word order is what makes your sentence correct and clear in English.
Exactly. In English, the position of words in a sentence matters a lot. If you change the order, you can change the meaning completely or make the sentence sound wrong. So today, we will read our text together and then we will explain how to build clear, correct sentences step by step.
Alright, let's begin with our reading text. Sarah, can you start please?
Life before technology was simple and perhaps in many ways quieter. People lived at a slower rhythm, they wrote letters instead of messages, met friends in person instead of chatting through screens, and waited days, sometimes weeks, for news to arrive. The world felt larger because communication was slower, and distance truly meant separation. When someone wanted to share an idea, they needed paper, a pen, and patience. There were no instant replies, only real conversations. Before technology, information was limited. If you wanted to learn something, you had to go to the library, search for a book, and read it carefully. Knowledge was earned, not instantly downloaded. People spent evenings talking, playing outside, or reading by the light of a lamp. The night was quiet. Distractions were few.
Thank you, Sarah. Omar, please continue with the next part.
However, as technology entered our daily lives, everything changed drastically. Today, we can find any piece of information in seconds. We can talk to someone across the world instantly. We can even see them through a screen. The world became smaller, faster, and more connected. Technology made communication easier, but it also made silence rare. Notifications, messages, and updates fill our days. Still, not all change is bad. For many people, especially young ones, technology has opened the doors to creativity and fun. Think about gaming, for example. Before technology, games meant physical toys, outdoor play, or maybe a deck of cards. Now, gaming has become a new world of imagination. People can explore ancient civilizations, drive virtual cars, or even build entire cities, all from a computer screen. Games connect millions of players who may never meet in person but still share laughter, teamwork, and competition.
Great! Now, Lina, your turn.
Yet, we must remember balance. Technology gives us tools, but it can also take away time. Many students, for instance, find themselves spending hours on games instead of studying, or scrolling endlessly instead of sleeping. The sentence, "I'll play for 5 minutes," often becomes, "It's already midnight." Technology is powerful, but so is self-control. Some say life was better before technology. Others believe it is better now. The truth lies somewhere in between. Life before technology was peaceful but limited. Life after technology is exciting but demanding. Before, people had time but fewer opportunities. Now, we have opportunities but less time.
And finally, Yassine, please read the last paragraph.
What truly matters is how we use the tools we have. Technology can help us study, create, and connect if we use it wisely. It can also isolate us if we let it control us. So, while we live in a digital age, we must still remember the importance of human connection, curiosity, and simplicity. After all, whether online or offline, life is not just about what we have, it's about how we live.
Thank you everyone. Now that we've read our text, let's move to the grammar part.
Let's start with word order. In English, the most basic and common structure is called SVO, which means subject and verb and object.
Exactly. Let's take an example. People wrote letters. People is the subject, the person doing the action. Wrote is the verb, the action in itself. And letters is the object, the thing receiving the action. If we change the order, for example, wrote people letters, that sounds strange or wrong because in English, the subject always comes first in statements.
Right. Here's another example. Technology gives us tools. Subject is technology and the verb is gives and the object is us tools. If we say Tools gives us technology, the meaning changes completely. No, it's nonsense. That's why word order is key meaning.
Let's go a bit deeper. Most affirmative sentences in English follow this order: subject plus verb plus object plus adverbial information. For example, he studies English every day at home. The subject is he, the verb is studies, the object is English, and the adverbs are every day, adverb of time, and at home, adverb of place.
Exactly. And when we use questions, the order changes. In questions, we usually put the auxiliary verb before the subject. Example, does he study English every day? Auxiliary does plus subject he plus main verb study.
Now let's talk about negatives. To make a negative sentence, we add don't, doesn't, didn't before the main verb. The structure is subject plus don't, doesn't, didn't plus verb plus object. For example, they don't like coffee. They like don't coffee is a wrong word order. The negative always comes before the main verb.
And if the verb is to be, is, are, was, were, we just add not after it. She is not tired. They were not late.
Now let's see where to place adverbs in a sentence. This is something many learners get wrong. In English, adverbs usually go after the verb or after the object, but it depends on the type of adverb. For example, he runs quickly, the manner comes after the verb. She often visits her grandmother, the frequency comes before the main verb. They work hard every day, the time usually at the end of the sentence. So the order would be the subject plus the verb plus the object plus the adverb of manner plus the adverb of place plus the adverb of time. For example, she studied English seriously at school yesterday.
Nice. And remember, in English times usually comes last. That's one of the most natural orders.
Now that we know the order, let's see what a simple sentence is. A simple sentence has only one main clause. That means that it has one subject and one verb expressing a complete idea. For example, people wrote letters. Technology changed life. Students play games. Each of these has a single subject and a single predicate, and they make sense on their own.
Exactly. A simple sentence can also have modifiers, but it still has just one independent idea. Example, the tall man with the blue jacket walks to work every morning. Still one idea. One man, one action. It's longer, but it's still simple.
Let's compare. Simple, she reads books. One idea. Compound, she reads books and she writes stories. Two ideas joined by and. So a simple sentence equal one clause, and a compound sentence equal two or more simple sentences connected.
Let's analyze a few sentences together. Example 1. The students listen carefully. The subject is the students, the verb is listen, and the adverb is carefully. Second example. Ahmed plays football in the park every evening. The subject is Ahmed, and the verb is plays, and the object is football, and the place is in the park. The time is every evening. That's correct word order is subject, then verb, object, then place, then time.
Good. Now let's test what happens if we change the order. Every evening in the park, Ahmed plays football. This sounds unnatural. Ahmed plays football in the park every evening. This sounds natural. English prefers the clear and fixed order.
Let's summarize what we have learned today. The basic English word order is subject, verb, then object. We can add manner, place, and time at the end of extra details. For questions, we switch between the verb and the subject. For negatives, we use don't, doesn't, didn't before the verb. A simple sentence contains only one subject and one verb. one complete idea.
Exactly. Mastering word order helps you speak and write clearly, because in English, meaning depends on position, not just words.
Before watching this video, remember to complete the Google form for this lesson. It will help us see how well you understood word order and simple sentence structure.
And that's it for today's session. Thank you for watching, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video, inshallah.
Take care and keep practicing.